Hi, everybody, and welcome to the High Top Sports Network. I'm Adam Morgante, and joining me for another coach's interview is Freeport football head coach John Gaillot. Coach Gaillot led his team to a 7-5 overall record with a 4-1 conference record in the Allegheny 7 Conference, and his team had a first-round playoff win against Ambridge and lost in the second round of the playoffs to Elizabeth Forward. Coach, thank you for joining me tonight. And first question I want to ask you, with the season just wrapping up for you, what are some of your overall takeaways from the season, and what are some things you want your team to build on going into next season?
My takeaways was it was nice to see how physical our team was. We're not the biggest. We are out, the kids are a lot heavier than we are, a lot taller. We just have tenacious kids, especially on defense. Our defense was stellar this year. It's one of the best ones out of the 14 years that I've been here. Todd Duran does an amazing job with them, putting them in the right position. And we might be small, but we're tenacious and we hit hard. It's just whenever you get with big schools that they can rotate more in, rotate kids in, and just bigger, like stronger than what we are. It takes a toll, and that's what happened with EF last week. We're right there. It was a ball game till the end. We just couldn't. We came up a little bit short. But I just the way our boys played this year was truly amazing. They really believed in each other. We moved kids in multiple positions because of COVID. Kids being COVID quarantined. Other kids just not doing well, and then we put them in a different position. It was like a chess match all year, and just could not be more proud of what they've done.
So in the games that I announced for this season, you talked about how impressed you were with your defense. I was also very impressed watching your defense for every game I announced this year. And you say how your defense liked to hit this year, and you gave your credit to Coach Todd Duran. But what were some other factors you think that contributed to your defense being as dominant as it was this season?
We're just very disciplined. We demand that, and we just our saying is like, do your job. Don't worry about doing somebody else's job. Do your job. And if you do it the best of your ability, and trust the other 10 athletes that are on your teammates are there, and that they're going to do their job, and good things happen. And we really didn't have too many hiccups. If we did, we fixed it right away. And it's just the mentality was, just to fly around and just, get after people. I could go through every position on there, but it's just it was an amazing year for us. We were a little bit thin number-wise, and a little bit thin weight-wise in height. But, we'll continue to battle.
You said that you had to move around a lot of different positions for guys playing where they maybe didn't start to begin the year. One of those guys was Garrett King. He was your starting quarterback, but then you switched to Ben Lane in the middle of the season. And Garrett King, he was still on your starting offense and defense. You moved him to wide receiver. So talk about Garrett King for me and all the stuff that he had to go through last season. Just talk about just some of the effort you've seen from him recovering from his battle with cancer.
Just an amazing individual, young man. He's just he's the greatest person I've ever met. And just by what he went through and his being positive and everything. And like you said, we did very well in 7-on-7s and everything with throwing the ball. And then we're about 3 weeks in, 4 weeks in, and Garrett's started having problems with his one tendon and his Tommy John, that tendon for Tommy John's surgery. And part of it was coming detached. So he couldn't really throw anymore. So that's why we moved him to a wide out. He actually played with a brace on until, he's just a old school football player. He didn't like it, and he was stubborn. He didn't want to wear it. But that the thing was that it could possibly tear, and he could be out the rest of the season. So, with that being said, we put Ben in there and moved Garrett out, and then Ben wasn't able to play the 1 week, and Garrett came in and he says, I only have two or three, games left. And I like to throw the ball. So the doctor cleared him to throw the ball, but he knew that, that tendon could, completely detach. And, get in the graces, and he, they said, just let him throw, let him be Garrett. So, and he did a very good job, coming in. All the adversity that he's faced and this team has faced over last year and this year, even with playing highly ranked teams, Sarah Catholic, Armstrong was the very first one out of the gate, and then we had Avonworth, for us, and then you get the fourth one is North Catholic, and we're in all those ball games. Very, very. They just refuse to lose, and I believe all those tight ball games with those that type of caliber of a team made us who we were, and we just came up a little bit short. Really wanted to get to that. We really, our goal was to get the semifinals because anything could happen, and we just came up a little bit short.
Joining me now on the High Top Sports Network is Freeport football head coach John Gaillot. And Coach Gaillot, so 3 of your 4 non-conference opponents that you faced made the playoffs. So how much do you think it benefited your team facing the strong opponents like Armstrong, Avonworth, and Sarah Catholic? How much did that benefit your team to face that tough of competition as you guys got ready for conference play?
I think that was like probably the best thing that could ever happen to this team. Not losing the game, but being in a battle like that. Things like that make you more hungrier. You want to go out and be the best. In order to be the best, you have to beat the best. And we've always said that, and we're not afraid to play anybody. Anytime, any day, it doesn't matter. It might seem arrogant, but you have to have that mentality to be a leader, to be, a true competitor. The true competitor should think that they can beat anybody on any given day. And that's what we try to instill.
Absolutely. Now, going to you, you just finished your 14th season as a head coach at Freeport, and you've led Freeport to 10 playoff appearances in those 14 seasons. So what is the key to being a consistent program like Freeport is ever since that you've taken over as head coach?
Our student athletes, first and foremost, my coaching staff. We've been together for quite a long time, and offense, defensively, I work with special teams. I trust everybody. Everybody trusts everyone else on the staff, and we have fun with the kids, but we are very, very disciplined and strict with the way things need to be done. And when we cross that line, we make sure that they understand that that's not the right way to do it. And we will condition and not as a punishment, but as a wake up call. And the kids respond, and you can't please everybody all the time, and and we instill that in the kids. We just expect we expect the best possible effort they can put forth. Our one thing in life that only you can control is your effort, and we demand that effort every second of every day, and there's only you can control that.
Awesome. Final question for you, Coach Gaillot. Now, how much growth have you seen from yourself as a coach and a person from your first year coaching at Freeport to now?
I'm a lot grayer, and when you first start out, you think you're invincible, and you'll be doing this forever. And I'm 51, going to be 52 here soon. So, I'm getting close to retirement from teaching. I still want to coach. Coach Duran, my whole staff still wants to coach for another 5 or 10 years. But sometimes, things happen. We get hired every year. So it's a 1-year contract, and, a little bit apprehensive about what's coming up. We have an exit meeting, so we'll see if they want us back or not. And, either way, I'm just proud to be able to coach at the school that I attended, and just don't, play for Keppel early. Coach Dillon, Coach Eisenberg, Coach Krugel, there's all great coaches. And, Coach Connie even came down and coached. He's a Freeport grad. Just trying to carry on that tradition that Coach Early, Coach King, that they started. And, want to hang on to it as long as I possibly can. Like I said, I'd like to coach for another 10 years. But, we'll just have to see what people think and if they want us back or not.
Well, thank you for your time, Coach Gaillot. Great stuff. And this has been another interview on the High Top Sports Network. Stay tuned for more interviews with coaches and players on the High Top Sports Network. Have a good night.